Chapter 4.2. Over in the neighborhood of Friendship Heights, over on Garrison Street, was an apartment 3 bedrooms with a decent enough kitchen. It wasn't too far from the Cheesecake Factory, which suited the people in the area just fine, as when the wind was right, you could smell the nice aroma of cheese clear across the town. On this particular night, the TV was on, with Lynn sitting in the middle of the couch, slouched with a pizza box laid open to the side. She was wearing a monochrome dream embroidered pajama set. Lynn was extremely comfortable and relaxed as she was watching whatever was on the television. One of the bedroom doors opened up and Raven came out, hair still black as ever, and much of her skin never recovered and stayed blackened. She came out almost completely naked, except for the black strappy lace Brazilian knickers with a matching bra, as she came over to the couch and sat down next to Lynn. "You save any for me?" Raven asked as she picked up the pizza box. "Oh, sorry. Do you want some before he leaves?" Raven leaned over to kiss Lynn briefly. Lynn commented. "He tastes good, but nah, I'm good, too comfortable. You can have him. I'll get the next one." Lynn smiled. It was then that a white man, about 5'9", in his early 20s, with short crop hair, came out of the same room Raven had come from. He finished redressing himself as he placed the Domino's hat back on his head. His bag was over his shoulder already, which sat on top of his blue work shirt. "Remember, if you're late again, no tip." Raven winked. 30 minutes or less." She smiled flirtatiously at him, which made him stumble and trip over himself, which made Lynn laugh. "Oh man, you always get men to fall for you. You must tell me your secret one day." Lynn joked. She smiled at him too as he got up and made his way out while trying not to trip over his tongue again. "You think our next pizza will be on time?" Raven jokes. "You know you don't have to do that. It isn't like we're short on money," Lynn said as she continued to watch TV. "The second box is next to the microwave," she said, waving a finger over her right shoulder aimlessly. "You know what they say, if you don't use your skills, you lose them. Besides, why pay when you don't have to?" Raven reasoned as she found the pizza box. She got a paper plate from a cupboard and placed 3 slices of pepperoni pizza onto the plate and placed it in the microwave. "What surprises me is that he seems to have kept it a secret from the others. Otherwise, I'm sure all our deliveries would be prompt." Raven chuckled to herself at the thought. "Oh, you're not as good as you think?" Lynn threw out the mocking question. "Oh, bitch, please. You know I blew his mind," Raven countered. "I know that. I tasted it. I'm saying you may not be as good in bed as you think. Why else would he not tell anyone?" Lynn mocked deliberately, misinterpreting what Raven had meant, trying to continue to tease her. It was then the microwave dinged as Raven had filled a cup with Coca-Cola, Raven's favorite. "I've had no bad reviews so far," Raven retorted. She picked up the plate, and with her drink, she went over to the couch to sit down with Lynn. "It's not like any guy would know bad sex from good. To them, any sex is going to be good," Lynn reasoned. "You volunteering to evaluate my skills?" Raven joked. "Not on a full stomach, sweetie," Lynn said, smiling as they both laughed. "I'm still getting used to that new tattoo of yours." Lynn was referring to the tattoo on Raven's left arm. Raven had always liked the country France, so the first chance she got, she took a trip down to New Orleans' French sector. So to always have a reminder of her time and of France, she got a tattoo done at the Electric Ladyland tattoo shop over on Frenchman Street. It was the perfect time for the avid fan of everything France. Raven had picked a Gothic-style tattoo of the Tower d'Eiffel with the words wrapped around it saying, "J'aime la France." It was made to look like a coat of arms. It was a black and white tattoo, except for just a hint of pink in the lettering. I wanted to get an entire sleeve done, but the artist suggested, as it was my first, I should go easy. Then, if I decided after, we could talk about getting the sleeve, Raven explained. "But I love it," she said with a smile as she looked at it fondly. The women continued to enjoy their pizza while enjoying the movie that was on the TV. Pitch Perfect 3, directed by Trish Sy, that came out in December 2017. Halfway through, by which time Raven had started to get cold and retrieved a throw blanket from one of the other chairs. They heard the sound of keys being inserted to their front door, which opened to allow in their third tenant. As the door opened up to reveal a tired Megan, looking very shattered from working a hard shift at the MedStar Washington Hospital over on K Street. Megan smiled at them, although somewhat envious at how comfortable they looked. Closing the door behind her, she dumped her stuff on the ground and started stripping off as she headed off to her room to immediately get into her sweats. Soon she exited wearing her gray toweling joggers with a white crop t-shirt cut short under the bust. "Pizza? Who paid?" Megan asked. Raven raised her hand. "Thanks, Raven," Megan responded as she went to the box next to the microwave. "Did he fall?" Megan asked. Lynn laughed out loud. "Yep, girl still got it." Raven jabbed Lynn's right shoulder in response as Lynn jabbed her back in retaliation.